Hey everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey. That song that you just heard is the new single To Be a Lady from country musician Cass Hopetoun. Welcome to the show, Cass.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, I've been absolutely loving your new single To Be a Lady. What inspired you to write this song?
I was getting ready for something, I don't know, it was like an event or something, and I thought, I just can't be bothered to do my makeup today. And I just started thinking about like, why do we even do makeup? Why do I do all this stuff, like dress up when I don't want to? And I just started writing some notes in my phone about all the stuff that you kind of expected to do as a lady. And when I brought that to a co-write I was doing with my husband, Blake, and Sarah Buckley, we just started venting about all this other stuff that ladies are expected to do. And I think it's really easy to write a song when it's just a lot of venting and a lot of things we're just like annoyed about. So yeah, just inspired by just day to day thinking, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I've been told all throughout, not so much now as an adult, but I remember all throughout high school having the popular girls coming up to me being like, you should do your makeup. And
Oh,
yeah,
it's
and I
awful.
didn't want to wear, again, a cake face of makeup to school every day because it was at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it was just school.
Oh,
So
exactly. Once you like open that can of worms, it's like it's over. You have to wear makeup all the time.
yeah. So you work with your husband as a producer. Does this make this songwriting process really collaborative for you guys?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I think because he was also a co-writer, it's like we wrote the song like with Sarah a little while ago, and then he's really big on like rewriting. So like the song's never really finished, which is like really great and then also sometimes annoying because you're like, when is it done? But then also with producing it, it's like we go also just changing bits of the song even in the studio, like studio time. So it was very like collaborative, very just let's try out this or let's try a different word here. And it's yeah, because we had the ability to do it at home, we could be a bit more collaborative compared to like let's do as much as we can in a day because we paid for the studio.
That would be really cool to be able to work so closely with someone on your music. I also want to take a bit of a step back. I found out that you are a graduate of NIDA, the National Institute of Dramatic Art, and you actually got your start in musical theatre. So, how has
Mm.
that kind of influenced you as a musician?
I think it's like sometimes I think about it, I'm like such a random journey, but then sometimes I'm like, no, it makes sense. So I think with music theatre and the part that I love most about it is storytelling. And obviously there's lots of different parts to the genre, but that was my favorite part and just telling other people's stories. And then with country music, like writing your own songs, you're still telling stories. And I think that's the biggest part about country is storytelling. Um, and a lot of the songs I write are like literally my stories, or I'll have a story that's someone like friend of a friend, or a bit like imaginative. But it definitely like I don't think they come out like jazz hands kind of songs, but definitely there's a bit more going on in them sometimes than other country songs, I guess.
Yeah, you've got like your own little style within country, which is really cool. And I'm also really happy that country as a genre is starting to make its way back into mainstream through like for example through Lil Nas X and Beyonce. And
Mm,
also when Taylor Swift's Taylor's version is coming out, that will
yeah.
definitely be something to keep your eyes peeled for. Or
Yeah, I
it'll
think it's really cool. Like it's like finally, I don't know, I think it's always been kind of cool, but now people, I don't know, it's like on trend. So it's good for everyone.
yeah. So why did you choose country music like in particular?
I was like full in music theater, so that was like what I was doing, but not really liking the whole audition process because it's very different to original music. You can't just bring your music out and do it. So I was just like in kind of that rut, and my who's my boyfriend at the time, but Blake was already writing country songs and performing in a country band, and just kind of immersed with it because like obviously he had it on all the time, was playing it, and I thought this stuff's pretty cool. And I would like get up with his band and sing like a couple of songs, and I think it was just like before I knew it, I realized I really liked it, and I had like one of those moments where I thought like I really enjoy singing this genre, and I want to try writing a song. And after I wrote my first one with him, I was like, yeah, I think this is I'm feeling like really good vibes. I think this is where I'm meant to go for a while at least. And after a while I was like, no, I'm stuck here. Like I love country.
Yeah, it's such a cool genre. And I will say
Mm.
it's I've actually started to notice as well that there seems to be like an Australian country genre, because every time you think of country, you think of like Dolly Parton and like very American. I had no idea that there was a country scene here.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because it's not massive, but it's definitely something here. But I think just with like in general, like America, everyone's like, oh, that's all that exists. But there's yeah, definitely a lot going on here in Australia, and definitely songs that are like written for Australians, which is fun. You know, like they mention certain things like I don't know, for example, like a place in Sydney or like a country town here. And I think that's really fun. I think it's great that people are discovering the Australian stuff because there's a lot here, and you know, homegrown is what we should celebrate.
Yeah, for sure. And again, it also makes it really personal for anyone listening if they hear, oh, the hills of Ballarat or something.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Compared to like, oh, that, you know, the Hollywood sign and I don't know, like these places I've never heard of. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. The mountains of Missouri.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something that rhymes. But
Yeah.
um but yeah, it seems really cool that you're into country music. Do you have anything coming up after this single?
Bring like my plan is to bring out lots of music this year because I've had a bit of a break. I think it's been like 2 years since the last like single I brought out. So I'm just trying to write, record, and like release as much music as possible this year. And I want to like perform live as well. Like I've got some things in the works, but yeah, I'm kind of like I have so many goals for this year, and I think I can tick some of them. But definitely like the songs will be coming out quite frequently. So just getting everyone to keep an eye out.
So everyone, make sure you go and follow Cass Hopetoun. Where can we find you?
Anywhere, I guess like all the socials, to search my name, Cass Hopetoun, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you know, Spotify, Apple Music. I'm just everywhere. So just search my name on Google and you'll find something about me.
And thank you so much for being on Earl Grey.
Oh, thank you for having me.